to pass the floor to our Vice President of Education, Minh Kang, for the President opening speech. Over to you, Minh Kang.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken Teng, for the SAA starting the meeting. Good day, everybody. I hope you guys are doing fine. And in conjunction with the Tokyo 2020, the Olympic game, today's theme is, hey, there is the Olympiaku. At least this is how you pronounce Olympic in Japanese. One thing I like about a big event is the fun fact behind it. So for example, there are fun facts behind the Olympic game. So today I'm going to start the meeting with a few do you know questions. So you can type in the chat box whether you know these things or not. Number one, do you know that the medals in Tokyo 2020 are made of recycled materials? So actually they are made of consumer electronics like phones. They collect all the used phones from the public before they started to make these medals, which is quite an innovative idea. Second, do you know that during the opening ceremony in an Olympic game, it's always Greece that enters first and the host country enters last? So for example, this year Greece entered first in Tokyo Olympic opening ceremony, and naturally Japan entered last. The reason behind this, well, it's very simple. Just look at the history to find out who is the first country to host Olympic game. Number three, do you know that the Olympic flame, the fire, is always and can only be ignited traditionally at the temple of Hera, Olympia, Greece, using the reflection of the sun. So they actually made a product to gather the energy from the sun to light up the flame. It means the flame is only called the Olympic flame if it's from the sunlight shine to the place, the temple of Hera. Although technically and scientifically, sun shine everywhere the same, right? So these are three fun facts for you to improve your knowledge of the Olympic Games. And although you pay no attention to it, maybe you are not interested in sport, but this Olympiaku is one of the greatest events in human civilization, human history. So I hope you get interested to that. And today's meeting is kind of a short meeting. It's only lasts 1.5 hours. So now before I started the meeting, I will like to acknowledge a few guests today. First of all, we have our general evaluator, Eddie from Distinguished Toastmaster Eddie from Air Products Toastmaster Club. Welcome. And I have a lot of guests, not to name them because yeah, quite a lot. So welcome all. And Simon Wee from Tunku Abdul Rahman College Toastmaster Club. Welcome to be our evaluator. And with that said, it's about living in an event, enjoying what we are having right now. And that's all from my president's address. I will now pass the floor to our member Iktifa for a special address. But Iktifa, he's attending today's meeting with a special, different kind of identity. Why is that? Let's find out. Let's welcome Area W1 Director, Presentation Mastery Level 5, Dynamic Leadership Level 1, Toastmaster Iktifa for his Area Director address. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Minh Kang, for the introduction, for the kind introduction. Hi guys, as what Minh Kang has said, I am the Area Director for W1. So for tonight, I'll be here for the club visit, for the Area Director club visit. Just a very short address for me. Number one, as you know that Toastmasters, the essence of Toastmasters is learn how to communicate better and to serve. So I do hope that the ESCOs and the members would cooperate with each other to help to bring the club into a better space compared to last year. And I do hope that the members and also the ESCOs will work together to fulfill the DCB points. And it has been established by the division that for Area W1, our goal is President Distinguished Club Area. And yeah, that's all, Minh Kang. That's all for me. Back to you, Minh Kang.
Thank you so much, Area Director Itifa. Yes, we will take note of that and we will keep improving our club to serve a better club in the area and the division and the district and the region, and of course the Toastmaster world. Without wasting any more time, I would like to pass the floor to our Toastmaster of the evening, so-called MC of this meeting, Toastmaster Joshua, to conduct a session. Over to you, Joshua.
Thank you, Toastmasters Minkang. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. How are you guys today? Feeling great, excited for today's meeting since it's the Olympics. Can you guys see the Olympics Tokyo 2020? And for me, I just realized that lately Malaysia, we got 1 bronze medal, which is a good achievement. We know that they face a lot of tough opponents, and I really feel happy and proud of those athletes who continue to do their best and try to win a medal for us, make Malaysia proud. And now, let me share my screen. So without further ado, allow me to introduce a brief history of the Toastmasters Club. So firstly, Toastmasters International was founded by Ralph C. Smedley, who held his first official Toastmasters meeting in 1924 at YMCA. Now, the purpose of this meeting was so that he can create a community where they are able to speak, conduct meetings, plan programs, and work on committees to become a better leader. And next, I would like to say is UMTMC, University Malaya Toastmasters Club's brief history. Initially, it started as an initiative of CITRA to encourage students to improve their speaking skills. And later, UMTMC was established during a demo meeting with Mid Valley Toastmasters and MAIC as a Toastmasters Club. And in that demo meeting, it consists of students from Faculty of Language and Linguistics. The professor in charge was Dr. Stephanie Pillai. And from there, students would start to come and create meetings for UMTMC, and that's how it began, the journey. And now I would like to introduce to everyone our role players for tonight's meeting. As these role players are very crucial in each meeting, they will help us to improve ourselves in terms of our grammar, our R counter, and as well keeping track of our time. And last but not least, we also have a general evaluator as well. So now allow me to invite our grammarian of the day to introduce her role to our fellow Toastmasters here. So may I invite Afa to introduce her role?
Thank you, Toastmaster Joshua. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is exult, E-X-U-L-T, exult, which means to express great pleasure or happiness, or feel or show triumphant elation or jubilation. An example of using the word is, they exulted over their victory. I repeat that again. The meaning of exult is to express great pleasure or happiness, or feel or show triumphant elation or jubilation. And each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day, and I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you. Back to you, Joshua.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hafa. And next, I would like to invite our new Toastmaster member, Chiang Ting, to introduce her role as the R counter. Chiang Ting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joshua. Greeting fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pulse filler by anyone who speaks. So during the meeting, I'll listen for overuse of words such as wow, but, so, and you know. So I'll also listen for the filler sounds, including and So I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or you are having such kind of using the words like this means, this means. So at the end of the meeting, I'll report the number of times that each speaker used all these expressions. Thank you, Toastmaster Joshua. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chang Ping. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster 1 to introduce his role as the timer. Toastmaster 1.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, hello everyone, Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will time the formal speeches and also the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time that they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards that I will show right now. So this is the green one, this is the yellow one, and this is the red one. Now, for the times of the speeches, today we'll only be doing regular speeches and also evaluations since we don't have a table topic session. For assignment speeches, at 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise the red card, which means you have to stop. The individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 to 3 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And finally, at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. That is all for my role. Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster 1. And last but not least, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Eddie Lai to introduce his role as General Evaluator of this evening. Distinguished Toastmaster Eddie Lai.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening, Joshua. Good evening, everyone. My name is Eddie. I'm coming from Air Products Toastmasters Club. My role as a general evaluator today is to observe the overall conduct of this meeting and also going to chair the general evaluation session, which is the last session of this meeting. And with this general evaluation session, I will be supported by a team of role players, including technical role players, which will already be introduced by themselves, the Grammarian counter and also timer, as well as the assigned speech evaluator. And at the end of the portion of this meeting, I'm going to provide a general summary on how the club could improve and do better in order to create a better club quality meeting in the future. So with that, hope you enjoy my general evaluation session later, and back to you, Toastmaster. Good evening.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Eddie Lai. We will definitely enjoy today's meeting. And next, I would like to explain the flow of today's Olympic event. So instead of the usual table topic sessions, prepared speech, and evaluation session, this time around, we want to mix things up a bit. So we start off with the prepared speech session, where the members present a speech with specific objectives, and we move on to a fun game session to have fun with fellow Toastmasters. And lastly, we'll have an evaluation session to give constructive feedback for speakers during the speeches. And supposedly we are supposed to have Toastmaster Kaman to give his prepared speech today, but due to some reasons he could not attend. And I would like to invite General Evaluator Eddie Lai. Would you like to share a bit?
Sorry, Joshua.
Yes.
I think, yeah, I'm a VP of this club. I think we can proceed with Lucy's speech first.
Okay.
Right, I sort of think so.
All right, then without further ado, I would like to invite our Toastmaster Lucy to give her prepared speech for today, titled Look at the Moon. And this title reminds me of the Pink Panther movie, Looking at the Moon, Looking at the Moon, and he will go back in. So, Lucy, look at the moon. Look at the moon, Lucy. The floor is yours.
Okay, can I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So you can share your screen now.
Okay, I will share screen now. I cannot share. Can you allow me to share screen? Okay, I can share now. Can you see the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, we'll make it full
Okay,
screen. Make it
no
full screen.
problem. Okay. So I start my presentation.
Yeah,
Make
perhaps
it
you
full
would like to
screen.
make it full screen.
Yeah.
So it's bigger.
Full screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Presentation mode.
So because I think it's
You
more
don't try-
comfortable. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay, sure.
So just so I start now.
Go ahead.
Hi, fellow Toastmasters. Do you like looking at the moon in the sky? What's your feeling? It is far away from us. It's so beautiful and mysterious. We might cannot touch it in our whole life, but in our whole life, we are always exploring for our moon in the heart. Now, can you guess what I mean for the moon? It is about dream. How do you think about the dream? The dream is the goal that you can achieve by your efforts. The dream is your idol that you want to be your girlfriend or boyfriend. But it's many girls or boys' dream lover, not only yours. The dream is someone you really admire, maybe only can see on TV show, drama, YouTube channel. You will be satisfied if even though only can meet once if possible in your whole life. Sometimes you just like this person without any reason. Sometimes his or her characteristics or achievements really attract you. Dream is the university you want to go from your small age. Dream is the major you want to do research long time ago. On this, we can say as dream. I'm not sure you guys, what's your dream? I want to say I'm a big fan for many people. I have a lot of dreams want to achieve. Recently, I have a very interesting experience. I feel it is the close time for me to the dream. Recently, I go to Beijing to travel. I travel to many places in Beijing. There are two people I really admire, Yang Mi and Dong Qing. I really like her, Yang Mi. She is my favorite actress, very beautiful and very smart. Dong Qing, my favorite companion. She is always intellectual, elegant. She reads a lot of books. Her TV show, The Reader, is very popular. Like this kind of people, I really dream to meet them once in my whole life. It's my honor to meet them, if possible. So I go Beijing, then I meet them, right? But of course, no, because they are so famous. But I also follow their steps to go the places they go before, even though I cannot meet them. There are places like the picture shown here. It looks very normal, right? Every year, the Spring Festival Gala evening conducted at here. Almost every Chinese people would like to watch it. Besides that, Yang Mi may come here to work the red carpet. So a lot of things looks like normal. It is because of the people it becomes shining. Besides of that, I also go Tsinghua University. It's like University of Malaya, very hard to come in for the Chinese people. So for many Chinese people, it is the dreamed university they would like to go from their small age. I go here with my friends because Tsinghua University is her dream from her small age. I go here with my friend. It is quite big and beautiful. There are many famous people studied here before. We ride bicycles around the whole campus and feel very sad. You know why I feel sad? I ask my friend also feel very sad. Why? Because my friend said, it's our dream to come here to study, but this dream maybe cannot achieve in our whole life. So we feel very sad. We only can visit here, but then we say goodbye, but we cannot study here. Also, a university is not its beautiful view, it's the people. Because people's achievement makes the university famous. But there is one situation that some students want to go their ideal university. They study again and again, take exams year by year for their dreamed university. Many people admire their insistence, but I want to say, university is a platform to study. In the future, there are more opportunities to wait for you. We cannot wait and struggle for one dream for a long time. There is a thing called struggle for one dream for a long time. On roads can lead to romance. So we don't need to struggle for one dream for a long time. So if degree cannot go UM, maybe master we can go UM, right? It's similar rule, right? As long as you are fighting, the dream will achieve. Maybe in another way, it waits for you in the future. From the ancient times, people keeps imagination to the moon. Hope one day they can go to the moon to travel. By thousands of the experiments, people failed many times, but now the dream already come true. As you can see in picture, this is lunar rock. So even though the dream is so hard to go to the moon, to travel, but nowadays still come true. Why not we fight for our dream, no matter it can come true or not? I believe that even though we cannot achieve it during this journey, we still can get a lot. It's the moon. So beautiful it is. That's all for my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lucy. That was a very great speech. And when I look at all the photos of you in China, it's like I was looking at the moon. It's so far and yet I can't go there. But thank you. That speech was very great, especially when you talk about when we can't get degree in UM, never mind masters, we can go UM.
Yes, true. So UM also very nice. Also achieve my dream.
Thank you. Yeah, and now we would like to have just a 1 minute pause so the evaluator can arrange and write down any more things he wants to evaluate. While waiting, would anyone like to give any feedback regarding the speech just now?
Joshua, I will send a feedback form.
Okay.
And also, yeah, you can say you can give them 1 minute to talk about it, and also in the form as well, in the chat box.
So you guys can look at the chat box. There is a Google form for guests to give a feedback for Lucy. And if anyone would also like to say out their feedback, you're also welcome. Anyone?
Congratulations. Great speech, great speech. I really like one thing, just now, Lucy laughed in the meantime of her speech. I think she really enjoyed. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think our 1 minute is already up. Time sure flies so quickly. And next, I would like to invite our Toastmaster Jeff, for a sharing session regarding his Toastmasters journey. Toastmaster Jeff, are you ready?
Ready as ever.
Okay. Toastmaster Jeff, the floor is yours.
Right, thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening, Joshua. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for inviting me as a part of this experience sharing as a Toastmaster. And definitely to all the members as well as the guests today, I'm definitely honored to be part of Toastmasters International, as well as many other journeys and also exciting moments that we have been shared for many, many years. Let me tell you about myself. I'm a PhD student in USTM layer, and in fact, I'm also an alumni of USTM layer for quite some time. And my Toastmaster journey started 5 years back at April 2016. I remember there are actually a lot of Toastmasters that I've met at that time, but when I joined Toastmasters at April 2016, I was actually bumped into some of the former members. Some of them are still members, like for example, Carl is still a member. And back then, I met with a lot of former members, and also current members from many, many different clubs. And actually, they are actually having an international speech contest. So the first time I was exposed in Toastmasters is when a contest is happening. And I saw a lot of very interesting events take place, like how they articulate their thoughts very well, how they are very confident in speaking, how Toastmasters can actually give them the self-confidence that they need to actually speak. So it wasn't an immediate decision, and I took about a month to actually decided to give Toastmasters a try. And since then, I got hooked. Since then, I got hooked with Toastmasters for about 5 years. So I would say the journey as a Toastmaster is a very wonderful and enriching experience. There are a lot of learning journeys, there are a lot of feedback, and there are also a lot of many other friends and people that I know. For example, I've witnessed how Eddie has been a former area director back then, when even until now, when he was in the member of Air Products and BPM Toastmasters, I actually saw him going one step at a time until right now he's actually a distinguished Toastmaster. So I can see that the achievement that other members have when they've gone through this experience. And I, for myself, I actually gone through the similar experience. I was in a very similar situation whereby I took up various leadership roles, attempting various speech projects. In fact, a lot of speech projects involves a lot of different scenarios. For example, how to deal with difficult audience. Sometimes you will see that the audience are being very disruptive in the environment. This is a simulation, it's not the actual scenario, it's a simulation. So we have a simulation on a disruption during your speeches and how are we going to tackle them. That's one way to put into it. Another thing is when I actually attempted a Q&A session whereby I was being asked with a lot of interesting inputs from the members of the floor. So the first thing that I really learned from Toastmasters is actually how to communicate in various situations. For example, how do you deal with the public when it comes to Q&A sessions? how to actually deal with difficult people when it comes to very sensitive topics or very challenging topics. How to create humor with people, like do you use puns, for example, or do you actually use some very cold jokes to actually make people laugh? So these are the things that we actually learn in Toastmasters, and we are still learning. And I would say that at the end of the path, which is the level 5 pathways journey, we always reflect back on what we have learned. And I'm actually quite grateful because this is one of the platforms that we can actually learn again, we unlearn, and then we relearn again. So it's definitely one of the wonderful things that we can achieve as a Toastmaster. The second thing that I want to emphasize in terms of my personal experience is that I have met with a lot of very different personalities and also a very diverse background of Toastmasters. I would say Eddie is definitely one of them, and he's definitely one of the senior Toastmasters that I know that he has put a lot of effort in. And not only Eddie, I've met a lot of very interesting backgrounds in terms of, you know, their education background, the where they work and everything. I've personally met the current district director. Back then, she was the TRI chair and also the UMTMC director, Grace Chan, distinguished Toastmaster. And I only found out that she's actually HR of Berjaya Corporation, and she's going to retire very soon this year. And yeah, and this is also one of the experience that I know, connecting and also make network with a lot of people. So you never know who are your future bosses or who are your future supervisors when you meet with them. And it's also definitely one of the platforms that you can actually network with them to understand their career and also to exchange some ideas and thoughts between companies, between universities, or even around your community. So these are the ways that we can actually give our feedback as well as to share our ideas. And lastly, I would say that my personal experience also involved as a leader. I used to be someone which is quite perfectionist, and in fact, I still am. It's just that I'm suppressing my perfectionistic attitude a lot. And it also thanks to Toastmasters because I learned to be much more positive in a manner, much more diverse, and to empathize and to understand what others are actually thinking. And as an area director and also as a division director, I also learned how to communicate with fellow leaders, which is below me and also which is above me as well. And this is very important because when it comes to actual scenarios, like let's say when you're working in a company in the future, you have to deal with people who are at the top management, sometimes your staff, sometimes your fellow colleagues in the middle management. And you need to be not only physically prepared, you have to be emotionally prepared, you have to be mentally prepared, and you have to make sure that whatever that you learn, you practice it in the actual scenario. So this is one of the things that I can see as a Toastmaster throughout my 5 years. So the first thing is definitely my communication aspect. So we learn by peer feedback and we improve from there. Second is for network, because this is where you can actually meet with a lot of wonderful people, and you never know when they will be your bosses or when they'll be your best friends or even your great friends as well. And lastly, your leadership journey, because this is one of the things that we felt that is the most fruitful. You learn to lead from time to time, and every year there's always some changes that's been happening, and you also learn how to adapt to changes as well. So fellow Toastmasters and also to guests, I would say that join Toastmasters because it's definitely a very enriching experience. It definitely personalizes your journey, and I hope that you take Toastmasters as one of the learning platforms to achieve your excellence by putting your service in respect to your members and also to make sure that your integrity is well served. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Jeff Ng. Wow, your speech, the way how you talk about journey, about the challenges, about making networks, and about the leadership, learning about peer feedback, it's like the athletes in the Olympics, you know, they are facing challenges in their competition. They even make networks with their competitors as well. And not at the same time, they also learn to become leaders, which is when they retire, perhaps they might become coach and lead a new team of athletes as well. So that's how I can see how I can relate with today's theme as the Olympics. So thank you, Toastmaster Jeff. We've learned a lot from your journey. Thank you. And right now, before we go to our break, I would like to do a photo session with everyone. So everyone, please open your camera.
Oh, nice background one.
Thank you, thank you.
There's a state of the country at the moment.
True.
Joshua, you will take the photo or the Zoom master take it?
I think Zoom master take it.
Okay,
Master.
sure. Okay, sure. Then I'll take it. So everyone, if it is possible, please you're encouraged to open your camera so that we will take a photo. So yeah, I think that's it. So on the count of three, 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, wait, let me snap. Yeah. Another one. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, let me
Make sure you save the photo.
yeah. I'm checking. Okay, so now the last one is actually a funny face. So please make a funny face. Oh, I can't make it because I need to press it. So 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, cool. Yeah, back to you, Toastmaster Evening.
Okay, thank you, ASAA, and thanks for helping us to take a group photo. And next, I would like to pass to our Vice President of Education, VP Minh Khang. Minh Khang?
Thank you. So, yes, we are going for a break, but during the break, I would like you to do something special. Because after the break, we're having a fun gaming session. So, if you actually, I asked you during your registration, but to make things simpler, I would like you to keep your camera on during the break so we can assign you to form a group if you wish to play the game. And turn off your camera if you wish to spectate or don't want to play the game. Okay, that's why I differentiate the players and non-players, the spectators. Okay, thank you. And we are now going to a 3 minute breaks until 1 minute breaks, right? Timer. Sounds good. Until 7:44. Okay.
Sure.
Right. Okay. So Zoom Master can think later you will need to randomize the group. So just simply put some people into breakout rooms after the break. I can pre-assign right now. Okay, 7:44. Great. Thank you, time. Meanwhile, I would like to share screen on how the game is going to conduct to save some time. In my virtual background is the game room. I hope you can see it. I hope it isn't inverted.
Share screen lah.
I'm sharing screen for another one. Demo session, the video. Okay. I hope you can see it lah.
Okay, this one you have a hole and then you need to swing to hit a ball. What's that?
Golf.
Yes, it is golf. Skip to perform it.
Gymnastics.
Yes, gymnastics. I'll pass to change to 1.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, ready. Go. This is very tall people play this game, and they have to put a ball inside a hoop.
Basketball.
You say the word ball, it doesn't count.
I did.
This also a game. This play on the ice.
1.
Ice skating.
Ice hockey.
Late.
On the board.
Skateboarding.
Oh,
On the ice.
skateboarding.
Board.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Okay.
guys. Okay, I'll repeat it.
Okay, this one you have a hole and then you need to swing to hit a ball. What's that?
Golf.
Yes, it is golf. Skip to perform it.
Gymnastics.
Yes, gymnastic. I'll pass to change to 1.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, ready. Go. This is very tall people play this game, and they have to put a ball inside a hoop.
Basketball.
You say the word ball, it doesn't count.
I did.
This also a game. This play on the ice.
1.
Ice skating.
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Late. Time's
On the board.
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding.
Oh,
On the ice.
skateboarding.
Board.
Okay.
On the
thank you so
surface,
much,
I guess.
guys.
Okay, this one you have
Thank you, Danish.
a hole, and then you need to swing to hit a ball.
Last repeat.
What's that?
Goal.
Yes, it is golf. Skip to perform it.
Gymnastics.
Yes, gymnastic. I'll pass to change to 1.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, ready. Go. This is very tall people play this game, and they have to put a ball inside a hoop.
Basketball.
You say the word ball, it doesn't count.
Put around
I
things,
did.
I guess.
This also a game. This play on the
2,
ice.
1.
Ice skating.
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Late. Time's
On the board.
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding.
Oh,
On the ice.
skateboarding.
Board.
Okay, thank you so much,
Okay.
guys. Okay, this is how the game is going to conduct. I hope you all like it. So, another 2 minutes, so you can start to preparing the Zoom. Not the Zoom, the breakout room. And if you are curious about the rules and regulations, not regulation, just the rules. So please check out my background. You can pin it to make it bigger. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask. I will have to prepare right now.
Game Master, how long should I set for the breakout room? Well, Game Master, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I will explain once the break is over, once everyone is coming back.
Creamy, are you done with your intern? Is Creamy around?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't know.
Yes.
Are you done with your internship?
No, I'm in the middle of it.
How many more months?
About 1 more. Yeah, I thought there would be table topics. So, there's no table topics. Okay, no worries. I think it's a good idea to have something different once in a while. I was hoping I would drop by for table topics and then I would leave because I'm currently actually still working. But yeah, apparently this game doesn't fit my time, my schedule that well. So there's no choice.
So sad.
Too bad.
Never mind, there are always chances.
I probably would do very badly on this game anyway because I have not watched a single Olympics game for many years. So I doubt would have a yourself. hard time guessing, especially when it comes to the odd ones.
No, the best thing is don't doubt yourself. Actually, you never know until you try. I would say that's the game.
Yeah,
true. I think the only reason I would ever watch Olympics is only, for the fireworks and the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. Those is the most, the best thing about Olympics for me.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sure. The time is actually up. The break time is up. So now we shall proceed to the game session. So before I set up the breakout room, so just a few questions to our Game Master. So Game Master, can you tell me who is not playing so that I can remove the person who is not playing? So right now,
who are opening their camera is going to play. Yeah, so members and guests, if you wish to play the game, you on your camera, and Yeah, please kindly turn off your camera if you wish to be a spectator. Okay, I think that's very clear already.
Okay, sure. How long should I set for the room time? How many
Just
minutes?
a short 1 minute. So meanwhile, I will like to brief you on some rules. Just now you saw the video, right? It's actually very simple game. Basically, a team might battle against each other. So a team made out of 3 to 4 people. A person should be the describer and the rest should be the guesser. Guesser, you have to turn off. You have to turn off your eye, power it with something else. And the describer, you have to describe the thing, the picture. The answer is actually on the slideshow. So make sure you don't say out the words containing the answer. Long one mistake. Okay, that's basically the rule.
I will start the breakout room right now. So I will
Yeah,
assign
in the
all
breakout
people.
room. Wait, give me a moment. In the breakout room, you're gonna to assign what strategy you're going to use. Yeah, the team is random. So which one goes first, entirely up to you. Also, two more things for you to remember. If you wish to change the describer during the game, you have to say change XXX, where the XXX is the person you wish to pass your describer to. And you have to immediately cover your eyes after. And the second thing is, if you wish to skip the picture because it's too hard or you can't explain it, just say the word skip and 1 mark will be deducted. 2 marks will be given if you describe well and member actually gets it correctly. Okay, that's it for the game. Any questions you can leave in the chat box. And if not, then we are ready to play.
I'll open the breakout room right now. Is it okay, Game Master?
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, hello? Hey, wait. You guys are joining the game? I thought only people with camera on.
No, I'm not joining the game. I don't know why I'm in this breakout room.
Let me. I think everyone got moved to a breakout room. Let me check with Ming Kang again. BRB.
First, I don't mind.
Mikang. Some people who don't want to join the room. The game is in a breakout room. What to do?
It's okay. Later, then when they come back, just off their camera so we can identify.
Okay, sure.
Okay, 1 more minute for you to discuss.
Hey, the breakout room is closing, like.
Yeah, you have one. It's already playing together. This breakout is just for you to
brainstorm.
So we go Danish, Chenteng, then Milas lor.
Up to you.
Yeah.
Can I join us on your pair team?
Hey, Ming Kang, how to turn off my eyes?
Leave breakout room. I'm leaving.
10 more seconds. Five seconds. Oh. Okay, I think everyone should be back. So yeah, Game Master. So I announced who is going to be in Group 1 just now. So Group 1 we have our area director Iktifar and our counter Changting, and then Danish after Danish, and also Ming Kang. But Ming Kang is the Game Master. So in Room 2 we have our distinguished Toastmaster Eddie and Goy from our club, Husam, Jeff, and Lucy. And in Room 3 we have Afa, Kuimin, Kyle, Lim Shanshian, and our timer 1. And also in Room 4.
Chenteng.
Yeah.
I'm not joining the game though. I already told in the I stated in the registration, and also just now when I was placed in the breakout room, I already told them that I'm not joining.
Yeah, I believe the team with Arfa and Lim Sanshan and Kuimin are not joining the game.
Okay, sure. And in Room 4 we have Mohan, Rasmi, and speech evaluator Simon and Joshua. Yeah, and that's it for. So yeah, we can start with team number 1.
Okay, so before this, continue your spotlight number 1, and indeed, I would like to adjust the timer to become 3 minutes. Okay, so team number 1.
Yeah, no,
Only one person.
Spotlight them. Iktifa. Wait, let me identify. I'm searching for the
Iktifa,
name.
Danish, and Chanting.
Well, let me find. Oh yeah, got it. Already pinned. Mika already pinned. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so 3 people, so I give you 3 minutes. All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
Eileen, ready? Okay, team 1. Yes.
First start with Danish first, right?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
I start.
Start.
Okay. You use your leg to kick a round thing.
Soccer.
Football.
Hey. You have to cover your eyes. Okay. Doesn't count this one. I would like to give another one.
Okay. You use 2 long sticks inside the sea and you try to move inside on a wooden platform.
Rowing.
All right.
Congrats. Okay, another one.
Okay. You use a long stick, but not as long as a badminton racket, and you use instead of a shuttlecock, you use a round thing to
Table tennis.
Close.
Nope.
Squash.
What's your answer?
Squash.
Yes.
Okay.
Squash. Want to change people? Dennis, you want to change the person or want to continue?
Yeah, why not?
So yeah, say the name, the person you want to change.
Iktifa, is it? Okay.
Okay, Tifa. Okay,
Right.
Dennis, cover your eye. Next.
Shit. You go to the beach, it's a sport. You go to the beach, you go inside the water and chase the wave.
Swimming.
Chase the wave on a platform.
Diving.
You have to do it on a wave.
Skating.
Surfboarding.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not the exact one.
Something the same, something similar.
Wind sailing.
No. As how you say,
Oh,
something
changing your
similar.
method, sorry.
All right. Surfboarding, is it?
Shorter.
You can choose to skip.
Just one word.
Surfing.
Correct.
All right. Chanting your method.
Skip.
Make sure you answer. Okay.
Communist country.
No.
Shooting.
Dragon. The land of dragon.
Shooting.
The land of a dragon. It's a country. Communist country. Land of dragon.
Time's
Mao
up.
is there.
Dragon
Time's
boat
up.
race.
No, time's up. Thank you so much. Your score is 5 because you skip 1 and you answer 3. Thank
I
you so
thought it was a
much.
game, so country names.
Okay, thank you for joining. Chanting, ready for second group?
Sure, I'll remove the spotlight for the first team and then I'm going to spotlight the second team. So second, let me see the name list. Second team we
Too
have
bad. Chanting, your
Distinguished
method.
Toastmaster. Can you hear me?
I mean, what?
Oh,
Spotlight.
just now you say I'm muted, right?
Oh, no.
Okay,
I
sorry.
said chanting was muted.
Oh, sure. Okay, Goy and Husam. Husam. Okay, Husam is here. Already pinned. And then Jeff.
Jeff is not playing.
Yeah, Jeff. Oh, not playing. Lucy.
Yes.
Is Lucy pinned? Yeah. At spot. Yeah. So.
Okay, you guys ready?
Ready. Oh,
Yeah.
Who goes first?
Wait, who explain, is it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I go, I explain. I try.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Let's see.
Okay, Eileen, you ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You use your leg to kick on something, and it is not playing in the field, a field that's without any grass, and it's very
Football.
popular. Very similar to football. You play is not in a field, which is in a containing stadium, and it's very popular in Malaysia.
Futsal.
Right?
Futsal.
Continue or change?
Change? Huh? No, continue,
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
Okay, you use a long stick and then you run around, right? And then you use the stick, right, to hit the ball so that you can make a goal. A very long stick with a curve at the end.
Hockey.
Correct. Move
Continue
on.
or change person?
Continue. Okay, it's very similar to the previous one. Again, it's a long stick and also with a curve that you need to, kind of like hit the ball to hit the goal, but it's actually playing on the platform, which is very slippery, and it's only happened during the during the cold season.
Ice hockey.
Right.
Not sure.
Move on. All right. In opening ceremony, right? Someone there is a relay where someone will need to pass on something, and then at the end of the day, right, they need to light up, the thing at the stadium.
Frames. Olympic frames.
Well, yeah, the thing we're going to create the flame, but what is that object called?
Torch.
Two words together.
No.
Olympic relay. Torch relay.
The Olympic torch.
Correct. Olympic torch. Move on. Oh God.
Okay, choose to skip.
Skip. Okay. You need to move in the water, but it's a very long distance, so it's not a short cost. Then after you, yes, for is swim, but before that there's also a term, a long distance. Is like instead of
Water jumping.
No, instead of swimming, right? You actually run, right? Do a running, long distance running. What do you call that? More than 5 kilometers, 20 kilometers.
3, 2, 1.
Marathon swimming marathon.
Correct. Marathon swimming, correct.
Okay. I'm done.
Oh, really?
Wow, this perform. My God, perfect guesser and perfect describer. Okay, thank you for joining. You are now number 1. Ken Ting, would you like to switch to another team? Team number 3.
Let me see the name list. Number 3. Queen is not playing. Lim Sunshine, is Lim Sunshine playing?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay,
Yes, let's do it. Let's do one more.
Yeah, you can combine if there's no.
Put me in.
Hey, you know the answer.
I can't pin non-video participants. So actually, Lim, if you want to play, yeah, you can open the.
At the moment, I'm opening my cam. Okay. Yeah.
And no person can just put one in. Yeah, it's so eager to play.
And one, do you want to play? Hey, one is time. Yeah.
Do we have anyone else? Let me play.
Alpha, Queen, Kyle, Lim Sunshine, and one. Yeah, this is from team 3.
Okay,
so I
you
think
put me in.
Yeah, you can join force with.
Okay. Come on, man.
It's okay. I don't know the answers. I forgot.
Let me pin one.
Hey,
Yeah.
come on.
Okay, sure. You can start already.
I can describe.
Two people. Where's another one?
I think
Simon, we-
Simon. Simon, you join?
Simon.
I'm coming. Hello.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. Who goes first?
Who wants
Describer.
to be the describer?
You guys want?
I'll do it.
Alright, sure.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You play on the.
Lim, you're muted.
You have a racket. You hit a small ball, and you play it there. When you open the ball, you have to hit your side and the opponent's side.
Tennis.
Okay, but in a smaller scale.
Table tennis.
Yes, let's go. Next. Come on, let's go.
This one.
If there's an old communist country, a very famous communist country,
Russia.
and okay, before an old name for that. The old name for that.
Soviet Union.
Okay, yes, let's go next.
Whoa.
You jump from a platform and you
Diving.
go into the. Okay, next. Come on, next. Come on. You run on the field.
Okay.
Or you run on the field either for quite a short distance or a relatively long distance.
Race?
Yes, also a big conglomerate of that.
Oh.
Running.
Yes,
You can
that,
choose a
what
skill.
running? Skip. You're on this platform on the sea, and you need to move a certain thing and be guided by the wind.
Surfboarding.
Before that, you have some sort of langce like that you need to adjust while you're on the sea to move its direction.
Whoa.
What? Sunshine?
Okay, next. Sunshine, no idea. Yeah. Okay, very famous in Japan. Always happen in spring.
Sakura.
Yes, good. Next, come on.
Okay. So easy.
You take a racket and you hit a thing with feathers.
Badminton.
Okay, next.
Whoa. One more.
Let's skip. Let's skip this. You travel quite fast, and you have to pedal yourself on a machine.
On a machine?
On a machine, or you have to pedal. You have to pedal. Pedal.
Robot?
Use your leg to pedal.
Don't be so complicated.
It is on land.
Skip.
Wow.
This is not easy.
Hamburger country.
America.
Hamburger. Yes. Next.
Wow. Second place. Congratulations.
Yes, runner up.
Wow, Simon performed very competitive. Do we have any more players? Or this is the last team?
We have one last team.
We have time.
One last team.
Okay. One last team is Rasmi and Sharifa. Let me find Sharifa.
I don't think Sharifa.
I think Sharifa is not playing. We have Joshua.
Okay.
Spotlight Joshua. Yeah.
Joshua, I know the answer.
Joshua and Simon already played. Maybe we will try. Let me see. Okay. I think me. Yeah. I already played. But now I.
2 people. So let's give you 2 minutes. All right.
Yeah, 2 people. Just 2 people.
Okay. So describer. 3, 2.
Wait. Rasmi, you want to describe or I describe?
I guess.
You guess lah. Okay, then I describe.
3, 2, 1, go.
You jump on the thing and the thing is bouncy.
Hello?
What?
Once more?
You jump on this surface. This surface is very elastic. You can jump on it, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it.
Yeah.
I think
Skip.
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 This one is two person touching each other, and they're trying to pull one person to the floor, like pushing them to the floor, or carrying them to the floor. It's a martial arts.
Wrestling?
No, not wrestling, but it's from Korea. No, is it Korea? Is it Japan? I can't remember.
Is fencing?
No, not fencing.
Taekwondo?
Yeah, I think it's skip.
Taekwondo?
No, not taekwondo. Okay, this next one is similar to taekwondo, but it's from Japan.
Karate?
Yes, karate.
Wow.
And this is like karate, but from Korea.
Taekwondo?
Yes, taekwondo. This one is in a ceremony where you light the thing up and the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. What's up?
That's flame? Olympic torch?
The first word is correct. The last
Okay,
one,
time's up. Time's up. Unfortunately, your score is 2, but you only have 2 players, so yeah. Good try, good try. Our winner is Team Goy. I've already forgotten who is the teammates, but congratulations, everyone. Thanks for joining the game, and I would like, for the time purpose, we're running out of time. I would like to end this game session, and I wish you guys can enjoy it very much, and I would like to proceed to the evaluation session, which is conducted by our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Eddie from Air Products. So Eddie, the floor is now yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters of the evening. You're not Toastmaster of the evening, I believe. Sorry, short-term memory loss. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here comes to the general evaluation session. May I know if there's anyone who is not Toastmasters in here? Or everyone is Toastmasters? Or everyone, even is not Toastmasters, but knows something about Toastmasters?
Yeah, I believe we have guests. Some guests there like Uptan, Javier, some guests.
Okay, I'm still a message. I'm quite new here. So for those people who newly joining, what the heck is Toastmasters? Purely is not a master of toasting bread, which a lot of people like to crack joke about Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a worldwide organization, it's non-profitable. I think has been introduced by the Toastmasters this evening. It's a platform for empowering members to develop the communication and leadership skills. Now, apart from providing the opportunity to speak and to practice their speaking skills, there is also one core element in Toastmasters that is actually the essence of Toastmasters, which is the evaluation session. Now, a lot of time people have the opportunity to speak on the stage, but seldom they will get feedback on how well they're doing as a speaker. Now in Toastmasters, this is the core elements where every single session after the speaker giving the speech, there will be an evaluation session. And each of the speaker, they are given a certain project. And each of these projects, there are certain purposes they need to achieve, so that, you know, the evaluator we're going to evaluate based on those purposes and see whether they are able to present and also perform during the presentation. Now, I would like to bear in mind is that evaluation is not so complicated. It's not rocket science. You just, like, for example, you're watching a movie. Everybody have the voice to give a comment whether a movie is good or not. And then you will say, well, I love this movie is because of ABC, and then I dislike because of ABC. So the The real thing is the same thing in Toastmasters when giving evaluation to the speaker. But the only difference unique about Toastmasters is the way, the art when we're presenting evaluation. Now, in a lot of social media, even in those critiques that you see in newspaper or whatever, in those social networking, you will see people blast out with criticism, saying something that even if it's bad, but they put it in a very harsh comment, which is not so uplifting. But in Toastmasters, it's the other way around. We learn about the art of evaluation. The evaluation on top of just giving, instead of just giving the evaluation, the feedback, but we do it in an uplifting and positive way so that we will give encouragement to the speaker to understand, where they are as a speaker, where they stand, and what are the strengths and what are the good points, and also areas that they can improve. Now, this is what makes Toastmasters different. So, ladies and gentlemen, as much as we want to provide an evaluation to the speaker, bear in mind, it's very subjective. It is purely based on personal opinion, on what they heard, on what they see. So whatever the evaluation mentioned is purely just the personal opinion, but it doesn't represent the general perception on how the person performed. So bear in mind, there's no right or wrong answer, but I will encourage everyone when you're in Toastmasters, be open-minded, be receptive to take in feedback, because a lot of times, right, you will not know, right, how this feedback is going to change your life and make a difference in your life. So are you guys ready with the evaluation? If yes, please shout out loud or give me a thumbs up or whatever reaction.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm very happy. That means I'm an effective communicator, at least at this particular moment. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite our first speech evaluator, because according to the agenda, hold on for a second, I have to flip back the agenda. The evaluator I want to call, yes,
actually changed a little bit. Yeah.
It's my mind. You only have one speaker, right? So there will only one speech evaluator. There's none other than Toastmaster Simon, coming all the way from Tarsi Toastmasters Club. Over to you, Simon, in presenting your speech evaluation for our speaker, Lucy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to ask you a question. Okay, maybe not. Ladies and gentlemen, I am her evaluator and this is my evaluation. For her speech, look at the moon. When I look at the moon, the only thing I see is holes. So I don't know how she can see dreams. But anyway, I believe she's very optimistic in life. Hence, that's why moon equal to dream. But that's not what I'm going to say. If I'm going to say that, we're going to take 5 or 6 minutes. Anyway, I like how she engaged with the audience by asking audience the same question that I tried to ask before I decided not to ask you all that question. What do you look at the moon and what do you think of the moon? And I like how she has appropriate pauses to make speech more easier to follow, where she will pause at one section at a time so that people could know, oh, she's talking about this, she's talking about that. And also like how she used a lot of hand gestures and also very vibrant face expression. She was smiling, she was moving back, moving forward. And overall, her speech has been pretty expressive about her own experience, about her own dreams. And in that sense, she has met the purpose of the speech. However, to challenge her, or for my suggestion, I would suggest that she would, in order to make her speech more expressive, more descriptive, I would like her to have more tonal variety or more distinctive tonal variety. For example, it's about dream, or dream is the university that you want to go. It'll be more distinctive. People will know, oh, she's focusing on these words, or it can generate the mood. In addition, in talking about mood, I want her to show more emotion. She was very vibrant in her facial expression, but her speech, she was very expressive in her voice, in her face, in her hand gestures, but it does not translate into the way she speaks, where I want more emotion from her speech. It's our dream to be university, to be a student in Tsinghua University. But it is a dream that we do not achieve. A bit more emotion so that people know, oh, people will get more what we call emotional connection with you. And I do noted a few things here. Number one, that your speech is a little bit over time. Number two, you're a little bit panicked. You do panic a little when you can't share the screen. And you have problem trying to share screen when you try to start your speech. I would suggest that you will deal with the Zoom master before the meeting. Deal with him, make sure that everything is all right before you start your speech or before you even start to attend the meeting. Just tell your Zoom master a few days before, hey, I want to share screen. So it's much easier for the Zoom master and the committee to prepare the meeting. So overall, she does a good job and done an excellent job, a very descriptive speech to say the least. I would suggest or challenge her, number one, to prepare. Number two, don't panic. Number three, don't go over time. Number four, be more dramatic, more emotion, more tonal variety, and practice beforehand so that you will not over time. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon. Giving the evaluation to Lucy. Okay, now I realize I got spotlighted. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you heard about Simon's evaluation, now, like I say, evaluation is an art. You can see of how the evaluation is being done from Simon is what we call the sandwich method. It's a very famous evaluation technique that not only used by Toastmasters, but by any other people who tend to give a feedback. What I mean by sandwich method, the sandwich method, for example, on the top layer of the sandwich, right, it is always talking about giving the high level overview on how the evaluator feel about that particular speech. And most of the time, we will always mention about the good points and what are the things that they see the speaker done well in the speech. And this is what we call compliments. And then in the middle part, is more on touching about the speech structure, the content, as well as the delivery, technical delivery of this presentation. And this is also at the time where the speech evaluator is going to provide the suggestion from improvement on how the speaker can do better. And lastly will be the bottom layer, which is the closing up, which is the wrap up, is to recap again on what are those important points that evaluator would like the speaker to take back. So this is the sandwich method and what we embrace in Toastmasters about the evaluation. Now for Simon, it is great that you highlighted even to mention that the speaker had achieved the speech purpose. Now, I will even think it would be better for you to even mention not only to the speaker, but also share to other Toastmasters as well. Provide some example on which other part that you see there is the usage of the descriptive language in the speech. Give some example so that we all can learn. And on top of that, right, can also touch base on the content itself, you know, on the flow, whether the opening, the body, and closing are all correlated together, especially on the speech title, Fly to the Moon, whether it is correlated back to the speech purpose. The speech purpose for the speaker, for example, that she wants to inform, to persuade, to entertain, or to inspire. What is the core message that the speaker wants to give to the audience? Try to, you know, analyze from this angle and then correlate back, so that, you know, it will provide more substance to the evaluation. Now, of course, evaluation is an art, like I say, again, we are all not professional speakers and we are all learning. So just to let everyone know, especially our guests, even evaluators are learning to be an effective evaluator, because it's not an easy, and that is where they train out our attentive listening skills and critical thinking skills. So in Toastmasters, it's always started off at a speaker where you practice to improve your communication skills. However, the next step for you to become better is to become an evaluator, because when you become an evaluator, it's like looking in the mirror of yourself. When you see the speaker is speaking, right? In the bottom of the heart will always say, oh, if I was the speaker, I should do this and do that, right? This is a very common subconscious thinking that we all have. So this is how you can able to see, right, what are the areas not only the speaker can improve, but I can also improve on when you look at the mirror. You know, it's like watching yourself when the speaker is speaking. So this is all about evaluation. Well done for Simon. Now, Apart from the project speech evaluation, we have something called technical evaluation as well. Now, the technical evaluation part is more on how best we are controlling our speech crutches, like those the filler words throughout our speech presentation, and also how best we are controlling our time when we're speaking. Because in this world, right, there's only, allocated time for you to speak, and you cannot run over time, whenever you are, especially when you're in a corporate work. And lastly, will be on the language usage, on how well we are using, the English language throughout our speech. And by the way, I would like to remind everyone to use the word of the day, Exult. I have to apologize, I haven't used it for that yet, but please give me some time. I will guarantee to you I'm going to use it during my last portion of my general evaluation session. So without wasting any more time, I would like to pass to the first technical evaluation report. May I call up to the Grammarian Alpha? Could you present your report, please?
Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, thank you, GE. I'll now, okay. I'll now give a report on my Grammarian report. Unfortunately, no one used the word of the day, but I'm sure the GE will use it later. So 1 for that. I did detect about 6 improper grammatical uses, and also with the suggestions. Firstly, someone, I'm not going to mention the name, of course, because this is going to drag that person down, and everyone can, benefit from this. That person said, before I started the meeting, it should be before I start the meeting, because it's going to happen. So you should say start, because started is in the past tense. And then recently I go to Beijing to travel, but this obviously happened in the past. So again, you should have used the past tense. So supposedly it was supposed to be recently I went to Beijing to travel. And also the phrase from her small age. It should be since, you can use since she was young, or maybe you can say from her young age. Also the next, I'm sorry. Okay, the next word, the next sentence is I actually gone through. Some people use this, but it's supposed to be I went through, because if you want to use gone, you should put the present perfect tense. Oh, sorry, past perfect tense. So I had gone through. And then open your camera. A lot of people say this. I'm pretty sure you've heard this even during your online classes. It's supposed to be switch on your camera. And as a linguistics student, a lot of my lecturers have scolded us for this. So I should just tell you guys, it's switch on your camera. Please remember that for future meetings. And also the pronunciation of gesture. Someone pronounced it as gesture. It's supposed to be gesture. And since this was a very short meeting, I only listed one very memorable phrase, which was, as long as you fight, you will achieve your dreams. Maybe in other ways, you will achieve your dreams in the future. And I feel the need to mention the person who stated this, who was Lucy. And that's all for my report. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Alpha. A very detailed report. Now, not only that Alpha have mentioned and point out what are the grammatical errors that we have committed, but also mention, right, what types of error we have committed. For example, because of the past perfect tense, because of the past tense or present tense, and then she move on to provide the correction. Well done on that. Another part is to also capture some of the good phrases used, which is good phrase used by our speaker, Lucy. Now, my suggestion for Alpha, right? A lot of times, right, if we want to be brought on to, capturing all those beautiful phrases, you can always look into from another angle, like the usage of vocabulary. For example, a lot of times, right, we will see that I'm surprised, but when someone's using, right, I'm astonished, I was stunned, right? These are the good vocabulary that replacing the most common word that we use, surprise. You will also like to mention and share with all others. So this is the purpose of being a grammarian, which is to highlight and mention, right, how we could improve the better usage of the English language. And for those people who are not good in English. And by the way, I think most of us, or I would say 100% of us, we are not native English speaker. So do not worry if we do not speak perfect English, because even the British or American, the native speaker can't even speak perfect English. So what makes us, to become a perfect speaker? So do not mind, because communications is far beyond language. We can use body language, we can use a lot of facial expression to communicate. But the most important thing is using simple language to express yourself and people can understand you. That is really effective communication. And as you move on, the more you practice, the more you speak, the more you write in English, definitely you're going to improve your English as well, including grammar. So bear in mind, for those of you telling yourself, I'm not good in English, so I'm not there to take up grammarian role. No, you are wrong. If that's the case, you must take grammarian role, because the more you listen, the more you learn, and the more you can improve. So thank you very much, Alpha, for your grammarian report. Let's move on to the next technical evaluation report, the R counter. So let us see. May I invite Toastmaster Chang Ting to share with us how good we are in controlling our speech crutches.
Thank you, Toastmaster Eddie. So now I'll share screen for the report. So sorry, I think there's some technical issues here.
Yes, Chang Ting, you can share the screen now.
Yeah, because it shows here open the system preference. I'm not sure whether it's my laptop error over here.
Already?
So sorry.
What is there?
I think it's because my laptop problems, it required some of the privacy over there. So maybe can come back to me later on.
Sure.
So sorry for that.
All right, sure. Move on to Mila.
So Eddie, our counter has requested to send a report to share her report later. So maybe move on to timer first.
Timer?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me do that. I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see?
Yes.
All right, great.
Yes.
So hello, I am the timekeeper for today. So I'm going to give the timekeeper report. So the meeting started at 7 p.m. Exactly, which is great. The SAA started the time, allocated time is 1 minute. He took 34 seconds, which is great. Toastmaster of the evening started the meeting with allocated time 7 minutes. He talked for 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Opening address by our VPE Min Kang, 3 minutes allocated time. He spoke for 2 minutes 56 seconds. Our area director Iktifar, his allocated time is 5 minutes. He gave a speech, a really short speech of 1 minute 12, which is great. Jeff's address, allocated time 5 to 7 minutes. He gave a speech about 7.26 minutes. Our game master, supposedly only 15 minutes of game time, but he extended it to 25 minutes, which is quite unfortunate because it put us behind time. As for our assignments for today, our pathway speeches, we have only one speaker, which is Lucy. And unfortunately, she exceeded her time by quite a lot, which is 8 minutes and 12 seconds. The evaluator for Lucy, Simon, allocated time is about 3 minutes. And he also exceeded his time by 39 seconds, about 40 seconds, and total time was 3.39 minutes. Our role players for today, Grammarian Arfa, allocated time is 3 minutes, and she got it way down, which is 2 minutes and 19 seconds, which is great. For me, my speech is supposed to be 2 minutes, and I got it to about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that is all for the timekeeper report. Thank you very much.
Shall we proceed with the R counter report?
Yes, Chanting. The problem solved.
Yeah, may I share screen now?
Yeah, let me stop sharing. All right.
All right, sure. So sorry, am I using another device to actually share screen? All right, cool. Can y'all see the screen now?
Yes.
All right, so good evening, everyone. So now I'll present about the R counter scripts and logs, and here's a very good template to be used to present about this R counter script and report. So there's total speech crunches of 23 of total speech crunches, and the most popular speech crunch is actually R. So according to the statistic as below, we can see that the R has been detected for the total speech crunch of 8 times, and has been used for 7 times, and has been used for once, and N as well has been used for 3 times, and also but, which has been used for 3 times as well. So now we'll move on to the R counter logs, which has been developed for different for each of the person over here. So for Toastmaster main count, there's 1 N has been detected. So next will be the MC of the evening, which is Toastmaster Joshua. There's 3 R has been detected, and also 1 bat has been detected as well. And the other words that has been used quite frequent is N. So there's total speech crutches for 5 in the total. So Toastmaster Lucy, there's 3 R has been detected, 2 and also
I think you just stop sharing screen. You could choose to just walk it
yeah,
out.
I think I can just continue for the report. So for Toastmaster Simon, so there's 1 has been detected, and for Toastmaster Jeff, there's 2 R has been detected, and 4 have been detected, and 1 as well as 2 N has been detected. So there's 9 speech crashes has been detected. So in a summary, there's 8 R have been detected, 7 1 3 N, as well as 3 bats, as well as 4. So we have been using 23 of the most R speech crash has been used. So over to you, and that's all from me. I'm so sorry for the technical error.
Thank you very much for the R counter report. I will going to move on to my general evaluation report. I hope I'm going to stay in 5 minutes time. First thing first, I'm truly exalted of coming to this meeting because this is by far the shortest meeting that I ever come across, 1.5 hours. However, due to the overrun of the game session, right? So we are now overrun by 4 minutes. I will do my best doing my fast and furious way to complete my general evaluation. Now, first thing first is move about the presiding officer address by VP Ming Kang. I just want to mention, right, because your agenda written down there, president opening address. Now, if the president is not the one doing opening address, if the club officer would like to take turns, the session name should be corrected to presiding officer address, right? Presiding officer address, so that VPE, SAA, or whoever the club officer can take turns to do the opening address. And the meeting team, just a feedback, the meeting team today, you choose Olympic, right? So it is good to have this kind of a special team during the team meeting, but I find that it would be great that you correlate back, you know, your meeting team to the core values of Toastmasters. Take for example, this is always a challenge as a leader when you do a presiding of opening address. How you're going to uplift the entire team meeting spirit. So correlate back if the Toastmasters value. Take for example, the Olympic spirit, what Olympic spirit teaches us is about persistence, about patience, about determination. So it's the same in Toastmasters. When you want to develop your communication leadership skills, right? It needs persistency, it needs patience, and it needs determination. It's not just like attended a few Toastmasters club meeting, then you will be a super duper wonderful speaker, right? It all takes years of experience to learn and improve. So correlate it back. I think that would be great. And secondly will be the Toastmaster of Evening, Joshua. Great that you provide a briefing of the Toastmaster international history as well as the club history through sharing the slides. Now, perhaps you may want to emphasize the purpose and value behind of establish Toastmasters Club. You can actually bring in the club mission. So what is your club mission? I would like to remind everyone. Well, they're just like telling me, yes, I hope you guys know, right? Your club mission. You can always refer to the agenda as written big over there, is to provide a supportive and positive learning environment to empower members to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. This is your club mission. Highlight to people, highlight to Toastmaster guests so that they will know what is the purpose. It's not just for fun learning, just talk. It's about empowering that. Okay. And about the agenda. Now, I feel like it is still good to have the table topic session, although I do not know why. Maybe you guys are doing a lab test or experimenting to squeeze it into 1.5 hours. It is still good to have the table topic session, especially when you have one or two speakers pulling out all of a sudden. You have table topic session, you could still put in there, enable the members and also speakers to experience it. And by the way, there's no rule book stating that you must have a table topic evaluator for the table topic session. It is recommended to have. If you do not have, it's still okay. You can always do open evaluation. Everyone can give comment and feedback. So that would be great. I think that's all for my general evaluations. General evaluation and to feedback to Toastmasters Club, because I see the red light is showing there already. I would not want to drag anymore. And thank you very much for inviting me for this will be your third meeting for the new term. Thank you very much. And also for my first time attending in the new term. So I hope to see you guys again. With that, I will pass back the stage to the Toastmaster of the evening, I believe.
Yes, actually, you can just pass it. Ex-president will take over again. Don't worry.
Presiding officer VPE.
Yeah. But it's actually president who is going to.
Oh yeah. So sure. I'll take over. I'll spotlight myself for it. Yeah. So yeah. So hi everyone. This is an exultant moment for me joining meeting 315, and I'm super excited that all of you can stay with us for this 1.5 hour meeting. So first of all, I'd like to thank our area director, Mr. Iktifar Rafi, presentation mastery level 5, dynamic leadership level 1, our general evaluator, Eddie, distinguished Toastmaster Eddie from Air Product Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Simon V, visionary communication level 2 for joining today's meeting. And also a big thank you to all the speakers, evaluators, role players, members, and guests. Thank you for joining today's meeting. Your presence makes this meeting a successful one and a meaningful one. Today's meeting is an exciting one with an introduction of a new game session in our meeting. It added engagement and laughter to all of you. The participants in today's meeting, and of course, besides having fun, we do have prepared speech session where we got to witness speakers deliver great speeches, and we also learn from the evaluations. I also want to give a special thanks to our area director, Mr. Iktifar Rafi, presentation mastery level 5 and dynamic leadership level 1, for giving his remarks in our club, and also our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Eddie from Air Product Toastmaster Club, for his fantastic remarks, generous feedback, and great insights. And also Toastmaster Simon E, visionary communication level 2, for being the evaluators and for joining us in today's meeting. Recall back to today's meeting theme is the Olympic. I hope you all are watching it and supporting it. Honestly, I believe that sports indeed unite people regardless of the color of their skins and belief. Olympic is such a crucial moment where we got to witness the sense of unity that often we have missed. And I think that this is the right moment for us to relish in watching and supporting the Olympics game. Trust me, it is going to be fun and enjoyable. And finally, I want to thank all of you for joining today's meeting, and have a good night, and we shall see you in our next meeting. Okay, now for the announcement session, final. So the first announcement is that UMTMC will have a collaborative event with the Pakuma, which is the Economic Society of University Malaya, at the 21st of August. So we as UMTMC will supply speakers to Pekuma to host an impromptu speaking session. So in fact, we need 5 evaluators, which is University Malaya Toastmaster Club members, to help us make the event possible. So if you want to, if you want to be a facilitators, yeah, there's no strict requirement. You need to have the experience of delivering a impromptu speaking, and if you want to learn to host a session, or you have the experience before, yeah, you are good to. You can private message me or Min Kang or Wan. They will leave their contact number in the chat box. Yeah, you can PM us to that you want to be a facilitators. And for the second announcement is that, yeah, I will now send the feedback form for today's meeting. I hope you all can provide us the feedback for today's meeting, how you all feel about it, and what sort of area of improvement that we can have. And also I added one meeting resources link. So this link, you can keep it. So in fact, all today's recording as well as the photos, they will be uploaded here. So in fact, you want to recall back any moment in this meeting, yeah, you can find it in the meeting resources. But currently, I think it's an empty folder. It will be uploaded soon. And I think that's it for today's meeting. And yeah, thank you all for joining, and we are signing off. Bye-bye.
YouTuber, why? Bye-bye.
Why do you keep
Okay.
doing that? I just want to know.
Meeting is officially ended. So yeah, I can
Hey,
stay
Kentang, do
with
you
for
have
chit-chatting.
YouTube?
Yes, we do.
Or
Let me share.
No,
Do you want
your
the
own
link?
personal YouTube?